Thank you, Chair. So, ladies and gentlemen, transport is the most important issue for the residents of Cambridge and the surrounding area, regardless of their background or age, and that was illustrated by a piece of research commissioned by Cambridge Ahead in 2014. And it is indeed a topical issue for the city, and it's been one for centuries. Remember Mr. Hobson and Hobsons Choice, and indeed the comparison with the City Deal and Hobsons Choice is an apt one. As you recall, Hobsons Choice is where you can have any choice you want, but Mr. Hobson's choice is the one that you get. And in many ways, this reflects the approach of the City Deal over the course of the last 12 months. Residents have been offered an opportunity to provide input on consultations, where in reality, one choice was really being offered: heavy engineered solutions, and in particular, as illustrated, on the A428 and the Western Orbital consultations. So how do we get to this position, and how do I believe the City Deal should move forward in relation to those two specific consultations? In my view, there were fundamental flaws with the features of the City Deal. The governance structure adopted, 3 politicians making the decisions with the board weighted on to a business and education basis, and no representation from other organisations such as RAs. And secondly, the time frame of central government imposing a time limit on spending the initial 100 million in order to access additional funds. These flaws were further compounded by the approach taken by the City Deal in its early days. Rather than pausing to determine an overall strategy for the spending of funds, the City Deal launched itself into various detailed consultations, and when challenged on the approach, it argued that money had to be spent in the time frame. And as a result, what have we experienced in the process in relation to the A428 and the Western Orbital consultations? A process that is disconnected, a process that is alienating, both for local politicians and residents. And most importantly, it undermines the critical, important debate that needs to take place on transport in Cambridge and the surrounding area in relation to its growth. So are we too late? Has the opportunity been missed? I fear we may be, but I hope it is not. So, what should the heart of the City Deal strategy be in relation to the A428 consultation and the Western Orbital consultation? I believe it should be based on the 3 following components. Firstly, it should pause. It should then seek to introduce measures that reduce the volume of traffic on the road in the west of the city and the surrounding area, exploring residents parking where appropriate, workplace levy and congestion charging. Any funds raised from those demand management measures should be ring-fenced and used to improve public transport, subsidising the park and rides, subsidising buses, providing better cycling and pedestrian infrastructure. But more importantly, we should explore now a medium long-term public transport solution such as light rail, commonly seen in other European cities. Thank you, Chair.